Okay guys, we're going to go over this final example from simplifying roots, and we're going to simplify this following square root problem. Well, as you can see, it is the square root of 96x cubed times y. And so just like we did before, we're going to just kind of break this thing apart piece by piece until we have no more pieces to break apart. So let's go ahead and open up another tab. Here we go. All right, so the first thing we're going to do is let's get these variables out of here. So I'm just going to separate the variables and give them their own little roots. So let's start a new equation. We'll take the root of x cubed, and we'll do the root of y, and then we'll do the root of 96. 96. All right, from here, we're going to go ahead and ignore the variables for a minute, and we're just going to focus on this 96. Now, it is an even number, so we can divide it by 2. We're just going to keep dividing it and dividing it and dividing it by the smallest prime numbers we can until we can't divide it any further. So 96 divided by 2, it's 48, but if you don't believe me, 96 divided by 2, there it is, 48. We're just going to go ahead and break that down on the next line. So 96, we're going to change that to a 2 because we were able to divide out a 2, and then we're going to put 48 next to it. All right, well, 48 is also an even number, and if you divide that by 2, it is 24. Again, 48 divided by 2 is 24. So we are going to put that on the next line as well. So again, we're going to turn this one into a 2, and then we're going to bring out that 24. Okay, 24 is also even, so we can go ahead and divide that by 2. If you do, you get 12. Oop. Divided it by 12 there. You guys get the idea. So we're going to go ahead and bring this to the next line. And we're going to turn this 24 again into a 2. And we're going to put the root of 12, since 24 divided by 2 is 12. Well, 12 can also be divided by 2. 12 divided by 2 will give us 6. So we're going to go ahead and do that as well by going one extra line. Change this one to a root 2. And then we also have a root 6 next to it now. All right, well, 6 is also even, and it can be divided by 2. So we're going to bring it to the next line one more time. And 6 is going to change again to a 2. And then we're going to do the root of 3. All right, so essentially what we did is we kept just dividing that down. 96 divided by 2 is 48. 48 divided by 2 is 24. 24 divided by 2 is 12. 12 divided by 2 is 6. 6 divided by 2 is 3. And we have all prime numbers now. And if you don't believe me, we can multiply these 2 times 2 times 2 times 2 times 2 times 3. 2 times 2 times 2 times 2 times 2 times 3 is 96. All right, so we've effectively broken this thing down all the way that we can. The last thing we're going to do, though, is actually break up this x cubed. Well, x cubed is just the root of x times the root of x times the root of x. So I'm just actually going to do that all in one step, if that's okay. We're going to do the root of x and the root of x and the root of x. All right, now we're just going to circle all the different things that are the same. So we have, I'll actually just grab this real fast. All right, there, we're just going to circle them. So we have a pair of x's here and one that's going to be on its own. Then we have a pair of 2's here and a pair of 2's here. Well, anytime you have a pair, you can pull one out. So we're just going to say 1x is getting pulled out and 2 2's are getting pulled out. Everything else is going to remain inside. We're just going to multiply all of these together for the outside. 2 times 2 is 4. 4 times x is 4x. We're going to have a 4x on the outside. And we're going to have a 2 times 3 on the inside. Well, that's the number 6. And then we're going to have an x and a y as well. X and y. I'm going to write this out all nice and better for you guys on the answer page, but this is going to be our answer. 4x times the root of 6xy. Thanks for watching, guys.